which is a non-melanoma skin cancer. It's fairly common, it's fairly common. So I was really surprised when she said it came back as melanoma.
The news has left everyone stunned. A beloved face on our screens for years, a powerhouse in journalism, Norah O'Donnell, has just dropped a shocking announcement that has sent waves across the industry. But it's not just about leaving her iconic anchor chair. What she revealed next left her fans heartbroken. A devastating health diagnosis, a fight she never saw coming. What happened to Norah O'Donnell, and why is she blaming herself for it? Stay with us as we uncover the emotional truth behind her departure. Just before Thanksgiving, Norah went in for what she thought was a routine skin check, a checkup she hadn't had in years. She didn't think much of it at the time, but what followed changed everything. A few days later, while out holiday shopping, her phone buzzed. It was an email from her doctor. "Sorry to bother you during the holidays, but your biopsy came back. We need to talk." Her heart stopped. Fear gripped her as she scanned the message again. Something wasn't right. Desperate for reassurance, she forwarded the email to her sister, who tried to calm her. "It's probably nothing serious," she replied. "Maybe basal cell or squamous cell carcinoma." But deep down, Norah knew something was off. Why couldn't the results wait until Monday? Why did her doctor reach out so urgently? Panic set in as she grabbed her phone and dialed her dermatologist, Dr. Elizabeth K. Hale. The next words sent her world spinning. "Norah, your biopsy confirmed melanoma." Time seemed to freeze. Melanoma, the deadliest form of skin cancer. Her mind raced. She had always known the dangers. She had reported on them. But now she was living it. And then an even darker thought crept in. Was she going to die? Stay with us, because what happened next will leave you speechless. Dr. Hale's voice pulled her back. "Norah, are you still there?" She could barely respond. Walking numbly through the Black Friday crowds, she felt the world closing in. By the time she reached her car, she was in tears. Looking at the report again, she saw the words, "melanoma in situ," a sliver of hope. It meant the cancer was still on the surface of her skin. It hadn't yet invaded deeper layers where it could spread rapidly. But this realization only brought a new wave of emotions. Guilt. Had she done this to herself? Could she have prevented it? The questions haunted her. Norah looked back at her life, growing up in San Antonio. Summers spent baking under the relentless Texas sun, skipping sunscreen, visiting tanning beds before prom. She thought about the risks she had ignored, the doctor visits she had postponed. And then, a chilling fact hit her. More people develop skin cancer from tanning than develop lung cancer from smoking. It was a wake-up call she never expected. Determined to take action, she scheduled surgery immediately. But before going under the knife, she had to face the hardest moment yet, telling her children. Sitting down with her 3 kids, she tried to explain in the simplest way possible. But they saw right through her, their little faces filled with fear. "Are you going to die?" one of them asked. Holding back tears, she reassured them, "No, I won't die from this." But deep inside, she couldn't shake the worry. What if it was worse than they thought? A few weeks later, she was in surgery. The doctors removed a 3-inch section of skin from her back, requiring 25 stitches. The procedure went well, but it left behind a lasting reminder. A scar, bright red, stretching across her back. Every time she looked at it, she saw more than just a mark. She saw a second chance. A lesson learned the hard way. She was lucky, this time. But Norah's journey wasn't over yet. Regular checkups became a part of her life. Every 3 to 4 months, she sat in that doctor's office, waiting. Each visit led to more biopsies, more uncertainty. She joked with her father, "My body looks like a moon full of craters." His response? Better craters than cancer. She knew he was right. As she continued her career, she became an advocate, urging people to get checked, to take skin cancer seriously. One annual skin check could save your life, she told her audience, and she meant it. Her scar was proof. As the curtains close on Norah O'Donnell's tenure at CBS Evening News, a whirlwind of changes sweeps through the newsroom. The anchor desk, once solely commanded by O'Donnell, now sees a power shift. John Dickerson and Maurice Dubois stepping in, flanked by Margaret Brennan covering politics and foreign affairs. But what does this reshuffling really mean? And where does it leave O'Donnell, the face of CBS News for years? Brace yourself, because this transition holds more than meets the eye. For the past 5 years, CBS Evening News was synonymous with O'Donnell's unwavering presence. Now, with the baton passed, she embarks on a new journey within the network. No longer the face of the evening broadcast, she now takes on a senior correspondent role, contributing to groundbreaking interviews, investigations, and high-profile reports. But this shift raises an intriguing question. Was this truly a promotion, or was it a strategic repositioning? CEO Wendy McMahon was quick to praise O'Donnell's contributions, emphasizing her relentless commitment to delivering hard-hitting journalism. But let's not ignore the whispers. Was CBS looking for a fresh direction? After all, shifting an anchor of O'Donnell's caliber is no small move. Despite the transition, she remained dedicated until the very last broadcast, reinforcing her professionalism and journalistic integrity. O'Donnell's career is a testament to resilience, a journey that saw her navigating political landscapes and global events with precision. Who can forget her historic sit-down with Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, where she confronted him on pressing global issues? That interview alone solidified her as a fearless journalist, willing to ask the tough questions. It was the first U.S. television interview with a Saudi leader in over a decade, a career-defining moment that propelled her to the global stage. Then there was her relentless pursuit of an interview with Joe Biden. Unlike others who settled for brief sound bites, O'Donnell played the long game, turning down opportunities until she secured an extensive sit-down with the Bidens, marking their first in-depth conversation post-Beau Biden's passing. That persistence paid off, earning her the prestigious White House Correspondents Association's Merriman Smith Memorial Award. This wasn't just journalism. This was determination at its finest. But before O'Donnell became the powerhouse journalist we know today, she was just a young girl with a dream. Born into an Irish-American family, her early days were far from the glamorous newsrooms of CBS. From filming English lessons in Korea to writing for Roll Call, her journey was built on grit and perseverance. She spent over a decade at NBC, covering major events before making the leap to CBS, where she would go on to shape the network's political and investigative reporting for years. Her rise wasn't without its battles. She fought for interviews, challenged political figures, and carved a path in a male-dominated industry. Her contributions have left an indelible mark, earning her multiple Emmys and accolades that underscore her impact. Now, as she transitions into her new role, the audience is left wondering, who will fill the void she leaves behind? As CBS enters a new era with a revamped anchor team, the network faces a daunting challenge. Will viewers embrace this change? With Dickerson, Dubois, and Brennan at the helm, the network is betting on a diverse, multi-anchor approach. But will they capture the same authority, the same gravitas that O'Donnell brought to the screen? Only time will tell. One thing is certain, O'Donnell's legacy is far from over. With her new position allowing her to dive deeper into investigative journalism and high-profile exclusives, the world hasn't seen the last of her. Her career stands as a beacon of tenacity, proving that journalism isn't just about reporting news, it's about shaping narratives, challenging power, and delivering the truth, no matter the cost. What do you think about CBS's new direction? Will the network thrive under this change, or will O'Donnell's absence be too great a loss? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more breaking stories.